Bro, if you're an honest man, you get the ring on your finger. Yeah, slay. Yes. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the Honesty channel of Honesty Kazuya Main's channel. Honesty it stems from Norway, which is the good country that everyone loves the most or should love the most. If you don't, you're a freaking loser. I don't know. You pussy. Love Norway, or there's something wrong with you. Love Norway, or there's something wrong with you. I see a lot of people there's something wrong with in chat. I do not want to see you guys anymore. Mods, get the masses out of here. But anyways, oh shit, I was supposed to do this on the other screen. I don't want to look at chat, I want to look at this. So, there we go. Well, apparently this video is about Nordics, so I want to hear if this is correct based or not.
So much to the world, it's actually insane. Sweden has given the world the temperature, Celsius, a scale that the entire world, except the
who cares about Sweden anyways? Get this over with.
US uses, is named after a Swedish astronomer. Minecraft is Swedish, the seatbelt is Swedish, the zipper is Swedish, PewDiePie is Swedish, and IKEA, Volvo, Bluetooth, and the adjust.
I love IKEA. I love IKEA. IKEA is an amazing store. But fuck Sweden! Fuck Sweden!
Wrench. But Norway was able to invent something much more unheard of in the world than any of the other Nordic countries did. It's called finding oil and not being a complete moron.
Hey! What happened? What was this? No, moron? What are you talking about? There's no morons in this. Why is it nothing, no sound? Why is money shown and there's no sound?
Not in the European Union, but are in the Schengen area, so they get to enjoy the benefits of the EU without the disadvantages, such as sharing your money around. Norway is the top...
Yeah, Norway, we literally are very selfish in that regard. We don't give money out. But we are a nice country to look at. You want to live here, don't you? It's amazing. Amazing people. People like me. Okay, you don't like me. But people like me. Yes.
5 richest countries in the world, at least, because some of these countries are debatable, and literally 80% of their exports are just petroleum. Then they used to be Vikings, then they just stopped giving a fuck when they discovered selling oil to Europeans and became...
We are still Vikings! Look at me! Look at my muscles! We are still Vikings! What is this?
Rich. They retained some of their Nordic ancestry, though, as you can see, with the second biggest export of theirs after oil being fish. I can't speak on Norwegian people. I've only met 2 out of the 5.
As we all know, every Norwegian, if you cannot do like slaughter a fish, you're a fake Norwegian. Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. If you guys can't slaughter fish, there's something wrong with you. You're from Sweden. Or Finland or Denmark. I don't know. I throw you out. I don't care. We build a wall up for people who can't slay fish.
5 total Norwegians in the world, and one of them was an older lady that was touching me and harassing me when I was in Poland.
No! That is not a Norwegian.
Seeing as she was a Norwegian woman in Poland, it was probably her first time seeing a man with black hair and got a little too excited, and the second was a crypto bro.
This is lies. This Norwegians never do this. This is crazy. This is lies. This is
lies. The thing I really respect about Norway is that they don't use their money.
How Norway uses their oil. Free healthcare, free universities, great pensions, great maternity, great... Yeah, we do.
Fucking morons like other oil-rich countries do. The year is 2045. Norway lives under Swedish...
Who is this person? Who sent me this video? What is this? Why are we talking about this?
All Norwegian men are fed hormones, sissified and dominated. Game over, Norwegian boy. Why do you keep posting this?
What the fuck? But that guy doesn't do anything. He's just liking to dress up as a woman, no?
Ever since the day humans learned how to throw rocks, Danes and Swedes have not stopped going to war with each other, trying to kill as many of these savages that are totally different from them.
Well, they are! Listen. If you can't see the difference between Norwegians, Denmark, Finland, we always forget about you guys. Finnish people, and Denmark, there's something wrong with you, and you're racist. Yeah, I said it. You're racist towards us. Yes.
Fuck you! Will never I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
What is this? Who the frick is making this video? What do you mean?
This is the funniest shit ever because Denmark and Sweden have been beefing since the beginning of time. They went to war with each other 44 times, and each time it was a different result. Swedes have that meat on
we don't talk about Norway, good.
them, though I can't lie, because for most of these wars, Denmark had an ally such as Norway that helped them in beating these savages who eat fish slightly differently. But
bro, we eat fish very differently. Thank you.
despite Sweden being all alone in most of these wars, Sweden still won like half of them. There was even this one time where Sweden got jumped from
This guy
Russia,
is from
Denmark,
Sweden, isn't
and
it?
Norway.
I want you to pull up. Please pull
Yeah,
up.
this is a guy
Watch
that
your
likes
back.
Sweden.
Nobody's behind me.
Fuck
brother. What's
Sweden.
up?
I thought he didn't know me.
Hey, shit.
I thought he didn't know me.
On blood. I ain't
on
worried about
blood,
shit.
I thought he didn't know me.
You not blood. You not blood.
And the result was a favorable outcome for Sweden. And I love Swedes.
Zlatan, my sister loved Zlatan, but fuck Swedes. But my sister, my sister loved Zlatan. Everywhere she went, she had his stuff, and she has books of him playing and everything. Like Zlatan was her favorite player. He's a funny dude, though.
Listen to Swedes.
But
I
fuck
play
Sweden.
games made by Swedes. I sleep with one of them. Yeah, that's right. What do you think me and Leo
Yeah,
were
that
doing in
is weird.
Berlin? Huh? You think two dudes go to Berlin and don't get freaky? No, sir.
I think this clip is most
World
like...
War One and World War II happened, and it really didn't need to happen if Austrians just chilled the fuck out for a bit. But hey, now I get to see the German foreign ministry ratioing Russia's foreign ministry on Twitter, so I guess that was worth it. Notice how the two countries who do not fuck with the whole war thing, Switzerland and Sweden, are two extremely rich countries in Europe compared to other
Well, why don't they talk about Norway?
countries like Russia, where
Look,
they have infinite
see how they ignore Norway all the way? Because we are better than them. We are better than them, motherfuckers.
resources, but instead of spending that money to improve their citizens' lives, they just use it to go to war with literally every single neighbor they have and
they
more.
actually-
Even though more than a fifth of the country does not have indoor plumbing,
Oh
you're
my
a doctor,
God.
you get up to 800 whole American dollars a month. You wanna dig trenches in Kursk? Wallahi, why didn't you just say so? Here you go, $4,000. Makes you think. What I mean by exploiting the stupidity of Europeans is that Sweden decided to not take any sides, so they didn't get sanctioned by the Allies or the Axis in either of the world wars. And they were one of the few European countries that both sides could trade with. In World War I, they gave both sides iron.
You Swedish motherfuckers. Meanwhile, we Norwegians, we helped England, actually, we did. But while we were under control by... Okay,
and
shut
timber,
up!
and in the
I don't want to
sequel,
talk
they gave
about
them
it.
iron and
I don't
timber.
want to
At one
talk
point,
about
Germany
it.
was getting 40% of its iron from Sweden, used to fuel his war. And for this part, I gotta bring in my goat, my homie, my husband, who is half Swedish and has been filling my brain up with Swedish propaganda every time we hang out. Geopol.
Right, so I have been employed to spread Swedish propaganda, essentially. You gotta think Minecraft, Blade, ABBA, IKEA, Dynamite.
We have more.
What would the world be without our great nation? Can you imagine life without guns, Minecraft and Blade? You can't.
Guns.
I know you can't. We have the most
Guns.
influential nation in the world. Now,
Guns.
you could take it from me, that's whatever. I actually took my friend to Sweden for like an hour, right? And I was thinking it might be a bit biased if you hear it from me, so let's hear what he has to say, yeah?
Oh, hi. What's up, everybody? Now, I've been to Sweden for an hour, and I thought it was beautiful.
Well, listen. Out of it. Hey, Norway is better because everyone that comes to Norway just wants to stay there. These other people who say it's beautiful, they just leave. Like, they are fake ass bitches. These Swedish people. You know what? Fun facts. Norway has a word that is... bash, which means poop in Norwegian, but in Swedish it means bear. So basically we laugh at Swedish people all the time when they want a bear, because then they say, I want, jeg vil ha bæsj. And in Norwegian that means jeg vil ha bæsj, which means poop. So yes, Swedish people drink poop in Norwegian eyes. Haha. Take that.
Beautiful, very airport-like, I thought, my first visit. But on my second visit, I did manage to get a beer. That was very nice. Leo didn't get one because he's under 21.
Beer, that's what I'm talking about.
I recommend Sweden. Very nice country.
Also, I like to make fun of Denmark for genociding 17 million minks because of COVID. Yo, if you're watching this, do not be a mink in Denmark during COVID. You will not have fun. But also, they are still objectively one of the best countries in the world.
You know what? Mats Mikkelsen's such a good actor. But we have other people. We have good players. Like you love our football players.
The entirety of the Nordics are. It's always Denmark or Finland who gets ranked the happiest country in the world.
We are the happiest because of me.
With amazing social systems and safety. And what I really respect Denmark for is mainly three things. One, their cycling infrastructure in Copenhagen is absolutely amazing. I always fuck with cycling heavy, so they get many points on the board for this. Two, they made Lego. So they literally contributed so much to most
So what is this, like, why are you guys talking so much about these countries that I don't care about? Where is Norway up on all of this?
Children's childhoods that probably no
Lisa
other toy ever has.
My
And
life,
three,
yes.
their undying support for Ukraine. Bro, they literally emptied their entire stock of artillery to send it to Ukraine for usage.
Dumb fucks!
This is extremely based, and me and my Polish friends both agreed that Europe should be ruled by the Nordics because they clearly know how to make good decisions. Instead of Germany, who decided that relying half of their country on Russian gas was a good idea. So what I'm suggesting is a personal union with Denmark because they have no mountains. Denmark is the second flattest country in Europe after the Netherlands, and we have the tallest mountains in Europe. See where I'm getting at?
Gatsu! Don't go into a personal union with Denmark.
Finland is by far the most different place in the Nordics. Finland was a part of Sweden. And
because we don't talk about Finland. We don't care about Finland. Who cares about Finland? I don't even hear Finnish people talk about Finland. I don't know. This is so irrelevant.
Then they went to war and Finland became a part of the Russian Empire and then started their massive alcohol problem. You see, in the Nordics, it is very cold, isolated and rural. Even today, none of those things have changed. Woo! You know what has changed? Rules and taxes on alcohol.
The alcohol is so expensive in the Nordic countries, 100%.
Swedes, Norwegians and Finns were all alcoholics and the entirety of Nordics was just drinking spirits. But after imposing heavy taxes on alcohol in Sweden, battling their alcohol problem since 1591, they eventually stopped and now drink one of the lowest.
Yes, see, Norway. I thought we were big alcoholics. Apparently not, according to other countries. Well, I don't know what you guys are doing in these other countries. Why is it so much down there? The fuck? Do you guys drink every day? Jesus freaking Christ, man! Why are not more people on one?
Amounts in Europe. Finns could never though. They have the highest tax on alcohol in the European Union and still the undefeated champion of drinking in the Nordics is Finland, and that is never changing.
Yeah, but like, who knows about this? Because no one cares about Finland. If that was if Norway was one of the biggest, everyone in the whole world would know. But since it's Finland, like, who cares?
I had a couple of Finns in my life, and the way Finns drink is just admirable. It's a work of art. The thing is, Finns have been discriminated a lot by the other
Yes, but of course we do that. Like, the whole video, I've just discriminated you.
Nordic countries and call stereotypes like rednecks and alcoholics and
Oh, I know. I just don't
and
know
all
about
I'm gonna
you guys.
say is, yeah, they do come from Asia and drink a lot of alcohol. But for the redneck thing, it's disputable, okay? Let me see you not drink a lot and do wild shit when you live in the middle of nowhere and literally only have 25 hours of sunshine in the entirety.
But you guys don't talk about this. The only thing, like, I'm gonna give props for Finland. Only thing, because it's the sauna shit, though. Why are you guys not talking about the sauna shit? You guys talk about alcohol so much. Why do you guys have sauna?
Let me see you tough that out. My city gets as much sunlight as like Spain, and I still see motherfuckers tweaking on alcohol in bars. Here's a picture of allegedly me with allegedly a vodka bottle in front of a police car in Tbilisi.
Jesus Christ. Damn, bro. Okay. These, yeah. Okay.
Finland has also given
Wow.
the world a lot of things like the internet browser, saunas, Molotovs, Nokia, Linux, Alan Wake 2, Angry Birds, the heart rate monitor, and the list goes on. I think the European Union and
But
the
you
Schengen
never
area is
Bro,
very...
this is a fake Finnish person. How dare you not talk about saunas? I'm sorry, I'm not even from Finland, and I would bring up saunas. Like, that would be my first thing. And I'm not even from Finland. Fake Finnish guy.
good
Fake.
because it has united
Fake.
Europe and prevented so many wars, including in the Nordics. But even if the European Union never existed, the Nordics would be united under one thing: snooze or zins in the US. You see, in the
That's so disgusting! Don't do snooze. Don't do snooze. Snooze is so disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, you... Okay, we put this... Do I have something here? Okay. So, you have this, which is licorice, which is a Nordic thing to eat too. And you, like, this is things that are like smoke. It's just in a paper, so tobacco in a paper thing, and you put it here. This is what people do. This is what people do. And it looks awful. It looks so awful. It ruins your whole teeth. Don't do it. If you're from Nordic countries seeing this, stop with it if you have tried. Don't do that stuff.
Nordics, there is this one snooze called Siberia -80, which has 32 milligrams of nicotine in each pouch. In the US, they only have 3 to 6 milligrams zins, which makes the Siberia -80 5 to 10 times stronger than the ones in the US. So I got my own snooze in Georgia, which were 30 milligrams.
And also, like, I'm gonna say this, shame on my friends, because they also, when we were younger, you know, they wanted a party snooze. That's what we call it. So when we when we go to parties, some people will often offer a snooze for a party, you know. And of course, I, as a person that judges harshly on smoke and snooze and whatever, I didn't try them. But my friend said, "Oh, it's only once." That's the trap. It's only once, and then you do it one more time, and then suddenly you are addicted. There is literally never try it, and you will never get addicted. Why do you need to try it? It ruins your teeth. You want a big hole between your teeth? No, I don't think so. I don't think your parents want you to have that hole either. I don't think the future girlfriend or boyfriend want you to have that either. You make a hole in here. No. Bad. Stop.
Milligrams per pouch, and I'm gonna try it.
All right, what's up? So
Oh,
I got
he's gonna
these.
try it. Okay, there you go.
it
Now
is
you guys can
30
see it.
milligrams per pouch. So fuck it.
He's gonna try it for first time on street.
Not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad right now, but
They usually get worse, you know? It's not too bad. I think I need something to go along.
What is this channel? He really went. He really went for the... Finnish people. Finnish people with alcohol. Party snooze. Oh my god.
Ah, fuck. Perkele. Well, actually, it does have hit. It does hit. So yeah, I honestly think if you take this instead of like just normal snooze, like you have like willingly, you know, like you have options in the store and you buy this, you're cooked. Like you're genuinely you're.
He's starting to get drunk now.
Some sort of a masochist, honestly.
Snooze
but
and,
it is a fun party trick if you want to make like your friends puke, or if you just don't fuck with someone at the party and want to like embarrass them. Just give it to like, bro, this is weak, bro.
Oh, that's why people do it. I didn't get that. Yeah, maybe they just didn't like people, so they were like, here, take this snooze so you can puke. Because that's what you do the first time you try that stuff, you apparently puke. I never tried it because I didn't want to try it, and I looked down on people who tried it because I was a rude bitch. But, yeah.
Bro, this is like 5 milligrams. Give him, so he will just like double snooze it, right? And then he'll just get cooked. Like he'll either pass out or puke. Oh fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay.
It's so disgusting.
It does.
Shame on you to
feels
try
like
that.
Someone is stabbing.
Shame on you. Shame on you. I don't care if that was your first try. Shame on you. Don't touch that Finnish guy. Don't touch that shit. That's why we Norwegians don't like Finnish people. Yeah, I'm taking all the Norwegians that did snooze. You guys need to go to Finland. I don't care. Fuck off.
You know, yeah, I can still feel like the side of my mouth where I put it in is just like burning up. Snooze were invented in Sweden and spread to the other Nordic countries.
See, there's where we got it from. Sweden. The root to all evil outside of IKEA. I like IKEA. We can have IKEA.
And then the world. And now around 1.1 million out of Sweden's 10.5 million people use snooze yearly. Orand is an autonomous region within Finland where the daily life is based on my summer car. I even have a magnet of it up on my fridge. And because Orand is a bunch of little islands, the population is spread all across these islands. And only 30,000 people live in Orand. And absolutely nothing goes on in Orand. And because people are spread all over these islands, they use ferries to get across. Oh, and fun fact, they all speak Swedish. But if they're a part of Finland...
That must hurt as a Finland, dude.
Why do they speak Swedish and refuse...
Bro, Midsummer! Oh my god! Oh, you guys seen that horror movie? You guys need to see that.
...to speak Finnish. I will take just 30 seconds to explain this.
But I'll go for the Midsummer horror movie. Midsummer is something else.
According to the 2 islanders I've spoken to out of their population of 3, they tell me that Åland is not a part of Sweden because, quote-unquote, Swedes are pussies. And according to my Swedish friend, we occupied Finland for 700 years. They can have these little islands, bruh. And I'm not even gonna discuss who's right. Feel free to start a race riot in the comments. I encourage it, actually. Go start a race riot in the comments. But usually with countries having territorial disputes, I say just give it to the UK. Åland, UK. Israel, Palestine, give it back to the UK. Now no one's happy. Lap is a slur for
what the fuck? I was not happy by that.
The Sami people. The Sami are people that have inhabited the Lapland region for thousands of years. And
Samish people, that's a funny story. I am 0.1% Sami. Like, you look at these uniforms, that could have been me. 1% chance.
Before the Finns got there. They speak their own language and have been discriminated by these countries. But then
Yes, they have. We all.
the Nordics stopped treating them like second-class citizens after like a billion years and started recognizing their language and existence. They're around the
We did. There was so much like, Sami, fuck off.
100,000 Samis in
Sami,
total, and they were called primitive and uncivilized. And in the 1920s and 30s, Norway's and Sweden's top race scientists got together. They got some measurements and determined that one,
I love PewDiePie said that PewDiePie is literally cooperating. That's the person. Yes, PewDiePie was it. 100%.
Finns are not white, clearly, and two, the Sami are even less white, and to not mix with them.
These people wanted to ban.
Oh my god, did we say that? I did not remember. Those people are not white. My god. They are not part of the white community. We do not own those whiteys. They are not white enough. Got those colored people away from Norway. Oh my god. Oh, that's a new one. Racism in different tones of white. But damn, man, what about me? I feel like I look at the same color as them. Am I also not white? Am I colored? Oh my god.
The Sami are even less white, and to not mix with them.
These people wanted to ban snow bunnies. Hell no, Norway.
Oh,
This
no.
is where I draw the line. So since the Nordics got their stuff together now, it would also be nice if the region where the Sami
I was
live
not prepared
wasn't
for that
called a slur
racism.
for them with land next to it. Just call it Sapmi or Samiland
my God,
instead
I'm
of
crying.
Lapland. And if Finland changes their region's name to Samiland, they will officially be the most based country in the Nordics because they have the coolest sounding language and the best vodka and arguably the best video games. Remedy Entertainment is very good, but Sweden has Minecraft, so it's also kinda unfair. Now, how the Nordics treat prisoners is an extremely controversial take, which literally no other.
Now the controversial take will come. This is very interesting, and maybe that's why. Because every time I'm trying to have a good opinion that is very wholesome and stuff on Twitter, people hate me. Like they're screaming in my ears, "Pick a side! Don't be like that!" And then I'm like, well, we need to understand what is happening in these brains. And now the explanation is right here, hopefully.
Other place on the earth shares. You see, in Norway, a mass shooting happened by a neo-Nazi where 77 people lost their lives.
Oh, my cousin, she was in that. She luckily survived. But it's a very scary incident for us. But yeah, that's it's crazy that even happened in Norway. But yeah, I'm very happy that my cousin is still alive, and she saved one other person from getting killed too. But of course, it's so traumatic. So everyone has some trauma after that. It's crazy to be there.
Now, if that happened in Georgia, they would put that guy under the prison with 7 DDs in his cell, one for each day. And this
that's
motherfucker
not
got a
happening
better
here in
prison
Norway.
than the
Yeah,
apartment my rich
PlayStation
friends
2.
had. I was like 10 years
PlayStation
old
2.
when that shooting happened.
He got a PlayStation. He got a PlayStation.
I was looking at this in my commie block and I was like, what the fuck? Finland and Sweden do the same thing. However, this method
Oh, VR. Yeah.
clearly seems to work.
But only 20% of inmates re-offend after 2 years. In the US, it's 60%.
The whole idea
Yeah, of course, because you need to. That's the thing, but also like in general, there's a lot of the smaller crimes that are happening in countries. Why do you need to make it the worst experience? Because it's often a reason. We need to without stepping on anyone. So we need to learn, like they need to be educated to understand why what they did was wrong in those senses. And it's often like because of things that has happened in childhood, etc., that made them do that thing. How do we make them stop doing that thing? And how do we make our children stop doing that thing? Blah, blah, blah. And prison in general costs the government a lot of money because you need to hire people, of course, in relation to taxes and stuff. So we do want these people to be able to get out and get a life after that, because it will cost us less in the future, also for the future generations and stuff.
Ideologies, instead of punishing the prisoners for the crimes they did, they try to rehabilitate and help them and integrate them back into society. They also forbid the use of torture or any other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment as punishment. Before this, they had a system that every other country has of just punishing the prisoners for the sake of punishing them, and their reconviction rate was 60 to 70% in the 80s. And it dropped this drastically after they started treating prisoners as humans. The people that work in those prisons are called officers rather than guards, and they must complete a 2-year program in correctional studies to work as a prison officer, rather than grabbing some buff policeman and putting him as a guard there. And the training includes written exams in Norwegian and English.
But I do believe like you do need a lot of training to be able to even hold a gun. Because someone that is dumb in the head, getting a gun is like the worst thing you can be able to. Yeah. There's a lot of ethics and norms that needs to be learned. So yes, I
physical
agree
fitness
with how
tests,
it is.
law, ethics, criminology, English, reintegration, and social work. There's a place called Holden Prison in Norway, and this place is balling. Each prisoner has a private bathroom, a TV, and a window that looks over leafy scenery. And the prison itself has a fitness center, library, chapel, family visiting center,
And a fucking recording studio?
Hey
Oh my
man,
God.
Varg needs to make his music somehow. There's definitely a lot other countries can learn from the Nordics regarding their prison population, but also Norway spends 3 times as much as the US does on rehabilitating its prisoners. And a lot of countries
Oh shit, I thought we used last month. Okay.
don't have enough money to put TVs in prison cells, but treating people nicely is free. And I think there is definitely a cheaper way of implementing the
Yeah,
Nordic
100%.
model, because giving prisoners a library and treating them nicely isn't that groundbreaking. By the way, guys, I would really like to recommend you Away Days. It's an independent documentary series made by Jake Hanrahan, the founder of the amazing Popular Front, and I would really recommend going to their channel and checking out their trailer to see what it's about, because it is very, very cool, and I cannot wait until season 1 drops, because Jake does actually make amazing documentaries you can just see on Popular Front. And just so you guys know, I'm not getting paid to say this. I actually enjoy Jake's documentaries. I'm doing this for the love of the game. So I really recommend you guys go and check out Away Days and subscribe to their channel. All independent, 4K, always cool things on the
Damn,
screen.
bro.
What more could you want? Check their trailer out. and
I would never, as a Norwegian, this is some Finnish shit. Doing that, highlighting another channel, how dare you?
subscribe. You wouldn't think this,
I'm
but
joking.
Eastern Europeans and Nordics have a lot in common.
good
Mainly
thing
the
to do.
intense hatred of the Russian Federation. That is, of course, because of the Winter War, where this guy killed 500 Soviets on his own, and this guy, who got ambushed by the Soviets and in a fit of running away, accidentally took a dose large enough for 30 men of super Nazi meth, all on his own. Afterwards, he started tweaking, started seeing things, and got
Oh my
delusional.
God.
He was stranded, tweaking, no food, and no one along with him. He got lost. Then he skied 400 kilometers or 250 miles, exploded on a landmine until being found 2 weeks later, alive. They took him to a hospital where they found that his weight had reduced to only 43 kilograms or 94 pounds, and his heart rate was around 200 beats per minute. For example, this is a song in 200 beats per minute. Yeah, this was his heart. He died in 1989 at the age of 71. Huge thank you for watching this video. Like and
my
subscribe,
God.
and goodbye.
Yeah, that's really good. It hurts to like someone that is not from Norway. That's nice. I will write. Finland, Sweden, Denmark. Like Finland is forgotten, but Iceland is even more forgotten.